Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be using Pantone's Color of the Year for 2021. Pantone has released their colors for 2021, and this year we have Ultimate Gray and Illuminating. So Illuminating is basically a yellow gold. I'm looking here at the website because I wanted to kind of find the scale of these colors, and they actually had swatches down at the bottom. So seeing that the colors are yellow and gray basically, or a goldish color, it really did inspire me to create a look and kind of gather an outfit here, because I don't know if you can tell, my entire room, my curtains are yellow to gray, my bedspread is yellow to gray, my little pillow that is usually on my bed is behind my back, because I've noticed I've been sitting here kind of slumped, so I threw that behind my back. And I have previously done a yellow and gray look that was inspired off Pinterest, which I will leave for you up here and down below, but I decided I wanted to try something else. So I do have one eye done because I needed a direction, and I think this was the third look I tried where I was like, okay, let's go with this. So now that I have an idea in my head, I will show you how I did this by recreating it on this eye. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some Milani eyeshadow primer. Feeling very matchy with my room here, and I like it. Okay, so the palettes that I am using for this, I am using the Milani Soft and Sultry, using this gray tone, this color, and this color. And then I'm also using this eyeshadow. This is from Revlon Color Stay. This is one of their cream eyeshadows in the shade 760. It's just this very pretty silvery shade. And then for my liner, I have the NYX Super Skinny Eye Marker in Carbon Black. And then we are going to work in some yellow gold, and I will show you that in a minute. So to start out, what I did was I took this e.l.f. detail crease brush and I tapped it into this shade right here, and I really just worked that on the outer corner. Ooh, had a little bit of kick up right there, didn't we? There we go. I worked it from the outer corner through the crease and into the inner corner. Then I took a blending brush. This is the eye blender brush from Essence, and I tapped into this cool tone shade right here and just kind of blended out the edges. Then to further blend that out, I actually just took the same brush, wiped it off, and tapped it into this white shade here and blended that out up into my eyebrow. Alright, now that that is all blended out, I took some of this Revlon Color Stay shadow, took it on my finger, and just placed it into the center of my eyelid like a halo eye. Then I'm just going to go back in with that same brush that we started with, take it into that gray color, and just blend out the edges. And then next I went in with eyeliner, which is extremely difficult for me. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I will be right back. Alright, so now we're going to move on to face so that we can come back and do the lower eyes. I don't know what's happening, but the inner corners of my eyes are itching so bad. It may be that I wiped them quite a few times while I was doing this because I would try something and then I didn't like it and I would wipe it off. So I'm just wondering if that's the case. So I did go ahead and spray my face with some Catrice spray, and then I'm going to pull out this combo again today. If you have not seen the video where I originally tried this combo, I will leave that for you above and down below, but it was really great and I just kind of want to play with it again today. So we're starting out with the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Actually, I can't remember what order I did these in, so you really want to make sure that you have this primer rubbed in, because otherwise it will leave streaks of, well, not streaks, but like patches of glitter. So let me get my mirror here and look up close, make sure everything is nice and rubbed in. Yep. And then we're going to go in with some of this Revlon Glass Liquid Skin Illuminating Skin Primer. Ooh, that was probably too much. Okay. It smells like candy. Jolly Rancher-esque. Oh, no. That's right. The Airheads. It smells like Airheads. Exactly. Okay. That is pressed into the skin. Also, this video was inspired because I saw Sabrina. She posts yearly her Pantone video. And when I seen her post it and I seen the colors, that inspired me to do this. So I will also leave Sabrina's video down for you below. Alright, so let's get our sponge here. I'm very sad my coffee is already cold. Alright, and then for foundation, I am using the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Full Coverage 16-Hour Wear Foundation, and mine is in the shade 1502 Vanilla. I don't remember. How does this come on? Oh yeah, I forgot. This is like a weird doe foot, so. About a little bit more on my cheeks, about that much. I'm going to then blend that or spread it out over the face with my multitasker brush from Sigma, that 112% needs washed. And then I'm going to go back in with my sponge and blend that into the skin. This does have a little bit of a paint smell. It's nothing in comparison to like the Wet n Wild original foundation, which their dewy one does not have that paint smell. This one does just a little bit on application, but honestly it's already fading. Like I can't really notice it now that I've applied it. That looks so good. I am going to put just a tad more right there on my cheek where I would like just a little bit more coverage with my redness. This is definitely one of my lightest foundations, so it's very appropriate for winter time. I'm actually really impressed. This wing turned out better than that wing. Normally this is always the eye that gives me trouble. Okay, so let's take a look. Alright, so here we have foundation, no foundation. It's a really good foundation, and especially a really good combo, these three products. Now seeing my face blinked out, my under eyes look so sad. They look so sad. Also my eyeshadow looks a little patchy. Little patchy. Oh well. We're just having fun. From back here, it looks good. Like, just stay over there and admire. Alright, let's do some concealer. What do I have that's... Okay. Since that is so light, I don't want anything that's going to be too dark or too yellow, so I'm just going to use some of my Maybelline Insta Age Rewind and Cool Ivory. We are definitely going to need bronzer today. I wonder if I should throw that away. I don't know how like the applicator is with bacteria and whatnot. I've had that one for a while. Okay, let's go ahead and blend this out. And I really do want to get this up into this inner corner where I use that dark gray. I don't want it to look like I've got too harsh of a shadow cast right there. So now let's set the face. Let's use some of the number 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. So go ahead and set the under eyes. And I'm just gonna actually use this all over the face. Oops, sorry computer. Okay, so now to incorporate the yellowy illuminating color, I'm gonna pull out my Honey palette, and I want to do the lower lash line in yellow. So let me think how I want to tackle this. This looks good. I'm gonna clean off this brush. So this is the e.l.f. smudge brush, and I am going to start with this shade Totally Buggin' on the outer third. I'm going to take it right under my wing. And then for the inner half, I'm going to go in with the shade Oh Behave with that same brush. Then to soften that up a little bit, I'm going to go in with the shade Stinger on a little bit of a fluffier brush. This is the Lamora Angled Shader. Make sure I clean this off. I know I use it for contour a lot. I'm going to take the shade Stinger and run that under both shades. Then to mimic that silver, I am going to take some of the shade Dandy and place it right in the center on the lower lash line. There's our bottom lash line. This would be a great time to have the liner that came with the At Foresight collection, that marigold one, for the inner lash line, but whatever it's called. But I don't have a gold or a gray. I don't have gray either. Huh. So, well, do we do black? No, I think I want to keep it bright. And instead, let's do mascara. Ooh, doing that lower lash line mascara really adds to the look. So there's that. Now let's, I need bronzer, people. I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Lumi bronze. I feel much better. All right, so what are we going to do for blush? Actually, I think I want to contour just a little bit with my Profusion palette. I'm gonna go in with the shade Tan Sculpt. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out what to do for blush. I already have my highlighter. Okay, let's go with the LA Girl Just Blushing in Just Natural. I don't want anything too much that's going to take away from the eyes. So let's go in with this. Yes. Okay. So now for highlight, I grabbed my Wet n Wild loose highlighter in I'm So Lit because I want that illuminating gold. So let's get a highlight brush here. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Ready? Here we go. Get back in there. I'm going to use the shade Sunburst. Dirty, dirty. I'm going to use this shade Sunburst from the Honey palette. I think I almost liked it better matte, but can't go back now. All right, so we need brows and lips. Now, is this going to be too much? Is that too much? Let's see. Yeah, I think it's going to be too much. So let me throw on a brow and a lip, and I will be right back. Yeah, I think I liked when the inner corner was just matte. Let's see if I can change that back. Let's see, what was it? It was like Oh Behave. Yeah, I just want more of that yellowy color. Okay, so I threw on a brow. I'm so sorry, my nose is running terribly. I used my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in ash brown, and then for lip, I did look at my hair. I did play it safe with my Wet n Wild Send Nudes. So here is the finished look. So before I go, I wanted to share with you just a couple other things. So obviously for the Pantone, I used a honey palette. However, if you're wanting to get a similar look with drugstore palettes, check out Profusion. They do have a palette called Citrine, I believe, that is like $5, and it is yellow tones. Also, I have this NYX Professional Makeup foil play cream eyeshadow in Still Your Man, and that is this beautiful gold color. And then if you wanted something goldish but not so stark gold, this is kind of an interesting color. This is another Revlon Color Stay cream eyeshadow in the shade 705. This is a much more, well, let me get a swatch of it for you. I think this is a much more wearable shade of gold, like for every day. So again, that was shade 705. And then also this gray lip, I do love it, and I wore it in that other video. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink liquid lipstick in the shade Huntress. And then if you don't want such a glittery highlight, but you still want that golden highlight, this is a really good one, and it is pigmented. This is the Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter in the shade 201. Let me swatch it for you. So yeah, that's definitely a very golden highlight, but it's not a loose powder like the Wet n Wild. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else I should share with you that you could achieve this look with? I wish I had a yellow marigold color for my waterline, but unfortunately, I don't think. Oh yeah, definitely this Milani Soft and Sultry, that gray was a perfect color. The At Foresight palette from Raw Beauty Christie definitely could probably pull, I don't know if the Chanterelle color so much as definitely the West Coast color. Let me think, what else do I have? I think that's all I have that's in this realm for the Pantone colors. Let me see about highlights. Yeah, I think those are going to be your best bet as far as drugstore. This Wet n Wild I'm So Lit, and there is another shade that I can't remember that's an even darker gold color if you are darker skin tone. And then the Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter in 201. This gray color from Revlon is awesome, honestly. Like, look at that. It's really pretty. Trying to think, anything else? We are going to leave this here. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.